How's it going, PokeChamps? InfamousTrainer here, and welcome back to the Neous Region. And let me just say, the Neous Region has come very far since the beginning of the entire series, showing off different Pokemon like the starters, regional forms, and recently, new evolutions for existing Pokemon. But today, I want to show you guys nothing but new Pokemon. Now, some of these I did create myself and got some help from other artists as always, because the community for Pokemon art is just truly amazing. And some were created by other artists and given to me for the region due to my hand either being injured or simply time constraints. But overall, I went back in and fixed them to make sure they accommodate the region and the whole lore we have for it. And as always, I have links for all the artists that assisted me in the process in the description down below. But with that out of the way, let's go ahead and dive into more new Neous Pokemon. Now, bat Pokemon tend to be a trend when it comes to new regions, as we have Zubat, Swoobat, and even Noivern, which is a bat-like Pokemon. But today I wanted to present something a little bit different. I wanted to dive into the literal term of a fruit bat. I thought it'd be pretty different and not as annoying or a cave-dwelling Pokemon like Zubat, or Swoobat in that same instance. So if you were looking for another grass type for Neous, I present Citrup. The fruit bat Pokemon Citrup is a grass and flying type, with the ability Harvest and the hidden ability Chlorophyll. A Pokemon known for its ability to camouflage within the trees of Neous. Citrup has the ability to tuck its head and close its wings to look like a hanging fruit. Now this is because hopefully it won't get attacked by bigger Pokemon, unless they're hungry. But for additional safety and due to the size of the Pokemon, Citrup is able to glide between tight spaces and trees, which funny enough makes it a very popular Pokemon when it comes to any type of Pokeringer contest that is held throughout the Neous region. Now like I mentioned before, this is a fruit bat Pokemon, literally playing on the words of citrus for, of course, citrus fruit, and pup for being another name of a young bat. I kept the ability simple, and let me tell you, the shiny of this Pokemon is a really cool thing. It's based off of a blood orange. I think it works so well, and I really love it. But again, if you didn't choose yourself like Twigabee, this is a great grass type Pokemon to have on your team. But what happens when this Pokemon evolves? And it does evolve via level up. It turns into Citramori. Now, Citramori retains that same typing, species, and abilities as it had when it was a Citrup. But this Pokemon's a little bit different as it now has the amazing ability to blend in with more fruit-based environments. But on the offhand, it uses the same skill to lurk in trees. That way, if anyone is going for its young Citrup, it can also attack them. And there's even more to it, as this Pokemon is able to create a citratic acid which is able to break down the defenses of the opposing Pokemon. And also, it's known in Neous that if you can get the citratic acid from Citramori, you can also create a beverage from it, which is actually pretty tangy. But from there, the design itself looks great. I love the way it came out, and then really emphasizing on the wings being orange peels was a super clean way to make it look effortless from the previous evolution. This Pokemon isn't huge, but it also isn't a small Pokemon. I believe it fits well in the team, so you could have a mid-sized flyer. And again, I love the shiny. That's a chef's kiss on the blood orange. I think it just looks phenomenal and definitely one of the coolest flying type Pokemon we have for Neous. We don't have many fairy type Pokemon, which is a typing that has been loved since Generation 6. So today that changes, and I give you guys a brand new Pokemon. So I want you guys to meet Faulisco, the Friend Foul Pokemon, and of course being a pure fairy type, with the ability Friend Guard and the hidden ability Pastel Veil. Now this is a very unique Pokemon. Now Faulisco doesn't like to battle. It only tends to battle if any of its friends are in danger. But once it starts to battle, it doesn't hold back, unleashing that raw power onto any Pokemon that deserves it. Majority of the time you will see Faulisco in its evolution galloping through deep forest, gathering up fruits and vegetables for the herd. And it's really awesome because most Faulisco will also have a different pattern on its body. Now look at this Pokemon, bright, pastel-y, and overall a little cutie. I think this Pokemon works really well within Neous to be something a bit different, and can play onto some of the Rome and France inspirations of the region. I really love the awkward look of this Pokemon and also the warm feel you get from it, as you know this Pokemon will be by your side no matter what, and that even carries over into its evolution. Now of course, this Pokemon evolves via high friendship, and when it does, you meet a brand new Pokemon, its evolution, Centibrawl. Now here we have Centibrawl, the Protector Hero Pokemon, a fairy and fighting type with the ability Intimidate and the hidden ability Guts. Now evolved into Centibrawl, this Pokemon is very confident and uses every ounce of its power to protect every and all that needs its help. Due to so much galloping as Faulisco, this Pokemon has refined muscles, especially in its legs, using those to rush into battle whenever it's needed and provide some serious kicking power. And I have to mention, trainers do love the pattern on this Pokemon, as it actually reminds them of different superheroes that you would see in comics. which inspires many young trainers to find one on their adventure. Now let's break it down because we have a brand new typing here of Fairy and Fighting, something we don't have in the official Pokemon games. This new typing is something I wanted to see so badly, so I was really excited that I could bring this into the region. Showing off its more heroic side and scaring off those villain type Pokemon, it has Intimidate and of course Guts to show its overall power and skill to take down anyone no matter the cost. Sort of like big All Might vibes. And as for the naming of this Pokemon, it comes from Centaur and Brawl and mixing the two words together. But there is one more thing. I wanted to give this Pokemon a brand new move. It doesn't have to be exclusive, but maybe you guys can hop in the comments down below and let me know a brand new either Fairy or Fighting type move that will work well for this Pokemon. I believe it should have something epic because of how it looks, but you guys will let me know in the comments down below. Now what's another popular Pokemon that you see in many fan-made regions? Do you know? Well, if you didn't, it's an elephant. Elephants have been seen in many fan-made regions, and Neous is no different. I wanted to bring you guys something very unique, but also plays into a possible character you'll meet later on. So without further ado, I introduce this cutie Pokemon, Gemfan. The Terraform Pokemon Gemfan is a ground and rock type with the ability Sturdy and the hidden ability Sand Rush. Though Gemfan is gentle and kind, sometimes it looks like it's dozing off, but actually it's in deep thought. This line of Pokemon are known for their intelligence, being able to problem solve through different situations that better help the region. While helping out different trainers and Pokemon alike, they're beloved by many. Some scientists actually believe and theorize that the gem on his forehead is actually used to communicate with the Earth, letting it know what it needs so that way Gemfan in its evolution can provide. Now this is a Pokemon I thought about very early on in the region. I wanted some kind of elephant based Pokemon, and I believe this fits really well. It's super cute and adorable and gives me like a nice cross between Phanpy as well as Cupid. And I feel like it's just a perfect Pokemon, especially if you love the ground or rock typing. And as for the shiny, I just wanted something that represented a good green gem. I believe they look really cool and it fits with a specific character you guys will meet in Neous in a different video. But of course, I did mention evolutions, and as far as this Pokemon goes, you just level it up. And once you do, you'll have yourself Crystodon. Now Crystodon keeps the same exact species, ground rock typing, and abilities as its pre-evolution. But let me say, Crystodon is one of the most intelligent Pokemon to roam any region. Not only does this Pokemon have the ability to protect the environment and the people in it, but it has the mind to do so and overcome most obstacles. Also in the process of evolution, it now has a shagged fur and additional rock armor all over its body, and that's to add an additional layer of protection due to weather conditions. The crystal on its head will actually spread to its tusks and provide for more attack power as well. Again, another behemoth Pokemon. A Pokemon that I think is a straight up truck, and it's nice to have a gentle giant of a Pokemon. Now of course this Pokemon does get wrecked by water and grass types, but of course it would have a very robust moveset, and I want to create another specific move just for this Pokemon, emphasizing on the gem aspect of it, but I really couldn't think of any cool moves for it. So in the comments down below, let me know another cool move we could give Crystodon. It could be rock, it could be ground, it could be also a different typing if you feel like it fits better, but I believe rock may be the way to go. So let me know different moves you would make this Pokemon have that's exclusive to Crystodon, or maybe also other crystal based Pokemon. Now with Generation 9 on the horizon, I wanted to introduce a Pokemon and potential typing we could see very soon. Now I do want to mention I had this Pokemon in place for the region before Generation 9 got announced, but I want to present a Pokemon that could play into two typings coming together that most of us would like to see but may just see it because it is Generation 9. So I present Scorpiper. This spiced Pokemon being a grass and fire type with the ability Flame Body and the hidden ability Anger Point. Now look at this beast. Scorpiper is known for a very high temper, which makes a lot of trainers not want to get this Pokemon on their team. But let me add, this Pokemon has a couple things going for it. Now first thing is first, its actual leaves over its body are warm to the touch. In addition, this Pokemon is able to conduct a flammable substance which goes all over the leaves, giving it the illusion that it's on fire. And of course, it can control the temperature of those leaves as well, making them actually hot. Not to mention, Scorpiper has a built-in warning system, as the bulbs on its face are able to change color, ranging all the way from a simple low green up to a fiery red, and if you see red, you better run. Now like I mentioned before, this is another unique Pokemon typing and something we don't have in the official Pokemon games yet. but Generation 9 could change that, but for now, I'll change that in Neous. Scored Piper is very unique, and of course playing into that with its abilities, and of course its overall design. I love the colors for it. This one took a while, and I was actually working on this one during a stream, so if you don't come out to the streams, you definitely should. You could inspire brand new looks for the Pokemon, and as for the shiny, I wanted to dive deeper into a pepper element, and I believe it worked really well with having like a green pepper face, and then kind of like burnt leaves looking. It just looks really good. I like it. Huge pepper vibes, and I think it could be a really cool staple onto anyone's team. But just don't try to eat it. Alright, I think it's time for some Black Clover inspirations. Now of course, if you don't watch Black Clover or haven't been caught up to the manga, I do want to say some spoiler warnings. Not everything is really crazy, but there is some crazy things later on, so please keep that in mind. You may want to skip around if you don't want to know everything, so again, spoiler warning for anyone who watches the anime or reads the manga. But let's start with an easy one, as so far for Neous I've introduced different Pokemon being representation of the different Magic Knight squads within the series. I've already taken care of the Black Bulls, the Green Mantis squad, and the Azure Deer. So today let's tackle another one, that being the Silver Eagle squad. Now the Silver Eagles are known for their very pretentious and royal bloodline. So besides the inspiration of the Silver Eagle squad, I wanted to bring an inspiration of a long crested eagle and Nozel Silva, the head and captain of the Silver Eagle squad. So they actually made a brand new Pokemon being Silva Sky. Silva Sky, the Mercury Pokemon being a steel and flying type, with the ability Heat Proof and the hidden ability Swift Swim. Now Silva Sky is unique, and let me tell you, it does not get any royal than this Pokemon here. A Pokemon known for its royal stature, which tends to make most trainers and just overall fans of the Pokemon think that it's actually a legendary, when indeed it's not. Now of course, due to the actual wings being made of metal, they do fly rather slow. But unless there's a rainstorm, this Pokemon can move a lot quicker. It uses the fluid motion of the rain to help it boost and get further distances quicker. Also, Silva Sky tends to have a very strong rival with another Pokemon you will meet later. Now let me tell you, this is a smooth combination of all three elements, the Silver Eagle squad, the long crested eagle, and Nozel Silva himself, having the unique and interesting hair, also the very specific magic that he uses, which is Mercury magic, and I blended that in with the wings. It looks so good and dynamic. It's one of my favorite designs, especially for any flying type Pokemon we've introduced for the region. And don't even get me started on that shiny with the bronze like melted gold look. It just, oh, it looks so good. And of course, being another steel flying type like Corviknight is something that I think we should have more of. I know Skarmory was the OG steel flying type, but Skarmory is just and this Pokemon will have a brand new move as well. The new move is called Steel Shower, and it does 90 base damage with 100% accuracy. Citramori, which also I forgot to mention, has a brand new move called Citrus Fang, and it's a simple grass type Fang move, but I think it sounded really cool. So you have some really good options for new flying type Pokemon here. Alright, so moving on, we have a Pokemon which I think could possibly be top 5 designs for the region. Well, the evolution of this Pokemon. So let's start with the first stage, introducing Fuecoop. Fuecoop, the little flame Pokemon, being a pure fire type with the ability Rivalry and the hidden ability Hustle. Fuecoop tend to be brash in nature, sometimes making moves before it actually thinks about its overall actions. Now since birth, Fuecoop tends to train hard, as it wants to achieve power similar to its future evolutions, and the stone that lies on its forehead allows Fuecoop to produce flames. Over time, many scientists notice that in times of stress or high intense battles, the stone will glow, emanating raw power. Now let me say, there is no Litleo in this region. This Pokemon is taking over for Litleo as the proper fire type cat that's not Incineroar. Now let me say, I love it, it's cute, it's adorable but fierce. And of course, if you already know the base design or inspiration of this Pokemon, you may know where the evolutions are going. Now let me add that the evolutions are gender specific. So if you decide to choose the female Fuecoop, you will have this new evolution here. Introducing Infernus. Infernus, the flamed combat Pokemon and a fire and fighting type. Yes folks, we finally have a fire and fighting type that is not a starter. This Pokemon will be having the ability Drought and the hidden ability Moxie. If your Fuecoop was female, it will evolve into Infernus. Now this Pokemon is known for its intense skill when it comes to hand-to-hand combat. It actually uses the flames its body produces to attach onto its paws, giving it additional attacking power. due to having great power, it's known for taking on additional foes, even taking down 5 Ursaring all at once. It's also known that Infernus loves to train and devotes nothing but its free time to training and becoming stronger to hone its skills. Now obviously at the end I will give you guys a clear interpretation of the inspiration of this Pokemon, but let me say, it's a pretty cool Pokemon. Not to mention it fits the theme for any of you guys who are furries out there. Not to mention I wanted to integrate the fire and fighting typing without it being an actual starter, but also having that typing is great because of all the dark type Pokemon we have for Neous. Also, look at that shiny blue flames. Like, you just cannot go wrong with blue flames, man. It just works so well. But of course, I guess you guys are wondering what happens when you have a male Fuecub. Well, you get this Pokemon here, Fuelion. Now Fuelion is the Flamed Soul Pokemon and a Fire and Fairy type with the ability Drought and the hidden ability Serene Grace. If your Fuecub is a male, it will evolve into Fuelion, a Pokemon known for its ability to lead others and push its friends forward to become stronger. Now as for this Pokemon, it is quite the opposite of Infernus. In this variation, Fuelion is actually engulfed into the flames that its body produces. It uses the flames to absorb damage and attack from afar. This Pokemon is skilled in flame manipulation and can transform the flames into multiple sizes and shapes. Now first thing is first, out of the two, this one is my favorite. I love the engulfed flame look. You can see that the stone is emanating that power. It just looks incredible and is a very good seamless transition between Fuecub and Fuelion. Now this Pokemon again is just, it's amazing and I love it so much. And I decided to play with some pink fire elements, to show off that fairy side with the shiny of course. Now let me explain the background behind all 3 of these Pokemon. Now first thing is first, they are inspired by the entire Vermilion family, which is Leopold for Fuecub, Mereoleona for Infernus, and Fuegoleon for Fuelion. Very easy. Not to mention, Fuelion is a great example and representation of the Crimson Lion Kings. And of course, I had to hook him up with brand new moves, as Infernus has a new move called Pyroclaw, which is pretty much like Crush Claw, but fire based, and of course has a chance to lower the attack power of the target. And for Fuelion, it has a new move called Rain Roar. This is a brand new fairy type move which does have a chance to also burn the target. Even though it's not a fire type move, it has those fiery elements. Again, I have to say I love this entire line, and I'm really curious to know which one you guys are picking up, male or female, Infernus or Fuelion. These Pokemon are just chef's kiss, and most likely one of these will be on the thumbnail. Now it's time for the last 2 Pokemon, very unique and amazing in their own way. So without further ado, I introduce Dwarf. Dwarf is the Dwarf Dragon Pokemon, being a fairy dragon type, with the ability Pressure and the hidden ability High Power. Now this is a newly discovered Pokemon for Neous. Dwarf is known as the smallest dragon type Pokemon there is. Some even theorize that it comes from space itself. Many scientists try to break down the actual composition and detail behind the tail, as it does give off some mystical power. This Pokemon has the innate ability to teleport, not only itself, but large groups of people and other Pokemon with great ease. Now alongside Fairy, Dragon is another typing I need to introduce more into the region, so why not have a Pokemon that is a mixture of both? I think it's about time we got our own Fairy Dragon type Pokemon, but for now I'll introduce it in Neous. It is a tiny baby dragon, and it is super adorable and plays off of that starry space dragon. I mean, it just doesn't get better, or does it with this evolution? So I want to present its evolution here, Dragostella. Now Dragostella is the starry dragon Pokemon, keeping the same typing and abilities as its pre-evolution. A Dwarf now evolved into Dragostella, this Pokemon is no longer small, but still has immense power. It uses the ability to teleport to attack and defend when in battle. And this Pokemon, just like its pre-evolution, is incredibly sweet and kind, but does pack tons of power. And due to evolution, Dragostella is able to carry more on its tail and also teleport bigger groups of different Pokemon and people. It's probably one of the best Pokemon when it comes to traveling across Neous, as if you're short enough, you can ride the Pokemon or have it teleport you somewhere. And some even consider this Pokemon to be the king or queen of the stars. Now this right here has a lot of elements that I love about it. It gives a big Gudra vibe, but introducing that space and star element, which I love. The shiny is cute and adorable, again using those pastel colors to show warmth. And as far as the inspiration, we went into the manga for this one, as we're actually using Yuno's brand new star magic power to be used as a Pokemon, and this was the best way to introduce it. It is incredible and why it has a connecting star tail similar to his magic. Well, his new magic. And of course, a Pokemon like this has a brand new move. I introduce Quartal Shot. This new move does 30 damage with 100% accuracy. The user fires off star-shaped projectiles with incredible accuracy, using his teleporting powers. This Pokemon move hits up to 3 times, dealing 30 damage per hit. And of course, let me add, this is a dragon type move. Now this right here is just a finishing cherry on top for this entire video. A brand new move on an amazing new Pokemon. But I'm really curious what you guys have to say about this one. Is Dragostello jumping onto your team? Let me know in the comments down below. Well, Pokechimps, that's actually going to do it for this video. I introduced tons of new Pokemon in one video for you guys. So in the comments down below, I want you guys to let me know which Pokemon have made it onto your team. Let me know the teams. I know it's been a while, so maybe I'll have an official way that you guys can make your own teams using the renders, and I want to see them and maybe even introduce them as like a small snippet at the end of a video. I think it'd be pretty cool to see your unique teams for Neous. Either way, I hope you guys did enjoy the content. I know this was a bit of a longer Neous Region video, but it was much needed to get these Pokemon out there for you guys. And on that note, you guys have a good one. Subscribe to the channel for more content, like this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!